If you're an American wondering about the best countries to move to based on residency requirements, the welcoming nature of the local population, and cultural similarities, I'm going to share the top 5 best places Americans are moving to right now. The number 1 place that Americans are choosing is Panama, which is a country located in Central America that offers one of the most sought-after retirement lifestyles that many Americans are after. While American retirees make up for one of the largest groups of expats that do end up relocating to Panama permanently, the country has seen an increasingly larger number of people that are investing in Panama's economy by incorporating a business. Now, when you think about Panama, you imagine tropical beaches and a lifestyle that is predicated on quality of life, reduced working hours, and a more fun day-to-day life. Now, if you're an American tired of the hectic environment in North America, Panama might be able to offer you one of the best lifestyles within very close proximity to the US. Most Americans can reach Panama in just a 2 to 5 hour flight, something that is conducive to making Panama a plan B or permanent option. Now, if you're looking to relocate to Panama permanently, you're probably concerned about the visa requirements. Panama's pensionado visa is probably the easiest path into Panama, as the income requirement stays consistently at $1,000 monthly. So if you have Social Security income, pension, or an annuity program that guarantees you income for life, then Panama will greatly accept you. Now, Americans are often concerned about the similarities they may or may not experience in Panama. One of Panama's biggest pluses is that Panama's lifestyle is closely correlated to what you might have been accustomed to back home stateside. Walking down the streets of Panama City might feel quite similar to being somewhere in Miami. Now, there's another option for you to qualify for Panamanian residency, and that is residency by company formation, which now entails employing at least 5 local people that participate in your company's operations in Panama. So before you were able to incorporate a business and not hire any Panamanian full-time, now that requirement changed earlier this year, and you now have to employ 5 people and actually run a legitimate business in Panama. Now, out of all the countries that we're going to discuss in today's video, Panama is the closest to the United States, not just from a proximity perspective, but from a lifestyle perspective as well. Regardless of what you might think of Panama's climate, the fact that English is widely spoken throughout the metropolitan makes Panama an interesting gateway for Americans looking for an increased quality of life and many of the everyday similarities that they have been accustomed to. Now, an upcoming yet interesting country in the heart of South America is Paraguay, which offers Americans a path to residency without any financial commitments. Well, this unheard of landlocked country in South America is probably not the ideal retirement destination for you. Neither is it a country that you might have thought about investing in before. However, Paraguay is gaining more traction as time goes by, and there are a number of reasons why this invisible country is now turning into a hotspot for Americans looking to invest, retire, or even do business in Paraguay. The country's laid backness, easy immigration policies, and welcomeness to Americans makes this little destination one of the best choices you have in 2025. Imagine immigrating to a country without investing tons of money, without speculating, without tying yourself to a country, while still getting all the upsides that many other countries are bringing to the table. Paraguay really makes perfect sense in this day and age of ever tightening visa policies and increasing income requirements for residency permits. Paraguay's unique value proposition comes with a set of unheard benefits that you get to enjoy, including a small government that will leave you alone, low taxes on locally sourced income, and a tax exemption on foreign sourced income for life. Now, if this doesn't convince you that Paraguay is one of the best best options for Americans in 2025. I want you to consider Paraguay's natural resources and agricultural strengths. During times of great global uncertainty and political turmoil, what is more important than anything is to be situated in a country that comes with an abundance of natural resources like energy and agricultural goods, as those are the main necessities for you to thrive in the 21st century. Getting residency without proving economic solvency is one of the most unheard of yet most sought after concepts that any country can bring to the table. It's so easy to immigrate to Paraguay and get access to this natural resource rich country. So why wouldn't you want to give it a try? Well, perhaps there's no coastline here that convinces you to remain in Paraguay for the long term. And it's true, Paraguay will never be able to offer you access to the ocean. Americans are choosing the Philippines SRV program, which is geared towards retirees with a fixed monthly income or those of retirement age without an income. Now, the requirements of the SRV Classic program have increased very recently. If you're a pensioner with a fixed monthly income, you now have to deposit $15,000 into a Philippines bank account. That holds true if you're above 50. Now, for those of 40 to 49 years of age, you would have to deposit $25,000 into a local bank account. Now, the requirements for pensioners without a fixed monthly income have also increased. If you're above 50 but don't have a fixed monthly income from Social Security, you now have to deposit $30,000 into a Philippines bank account, or $50,000 if you're younger than 50 years old. Now, some argue that the Philippines is one of the most hospitable countries in the whole region that offers one of the most welcoming cultures and people in whole Asia. And perhaps it's one of the reasons why you might be interested in relocating to the Philippines yourself. Uruguay is a country with a different value proposition that really attracts Americans with a more European-minded lifestyle. The small South American country offers one of the most advanced lifestyles that any American could want. Now, the South American country offers one of the most interesting lifestyles that's quite different from the other countries that we've discussed so far. Now, if you have a fixed monthly income from Social Security, an annuity program, or work for a company that pays you a monthly salary, you may qualify for Uruguay's pensionado visa. Uruguay really accepts Americans with a wide variety of different incomes. So you don't have to have income from the government, right? If you have a pension or Social Security, then yes, you're going to be able to immigrate to Uruguay and get permanent residency over time. But also, if you have income from a rental property or business, Uruguay welcomes you with open arms. Well, the South American country doesn't offer you the cheapest of lifestyles. It offers you some of the highest quality of life that you could have asked for. Uruguay is really a quality play. It's not for you if you're looking to spend the least amount of money monthly. I think Uruguay makes sense if you're looking for a subtropical climate, a stable political system, and decent health care during your retirement years. Another interesting country for Americans to move to is Brazil, the largest South American country. While Portuguese is the official language of Brazil, many Brazilians understand Spanish well, and English is also spoken throughout Brazil's major metropolitans. Similar to Panama and Uruguay, Brazil requires you to have a fixed monthly income for you to obtain residency in the country. Given Brazil's size, it's clear that you can find a lifestyle that appeals to you. Unlike the landlocked Paraguay, Brazil offers you a wide variety of different geographies to live in, and so it's probably unlikely that you would ever feel bored living in Brazil. Now, there are some clear challenges in Brazil. Economically and politically speaking, it is not one of the most successful countries in this day and age. However, it attracts people from all walks of life that seek to live a better lifestyle at reduced costs. Panama, Paraguay, and Uruguay are more tax-friendly than Brazil. In Brazil, your worldwide income would be taxed if you become a tax resident. So from that point of view, the smaller Latin American countries do make more sense. But you would have to live there for 183 days or more annually for worldwide taxation to trigger. There are certain workarounds if you want to spend a little bit of time in Brazil each year and not fall victim to worldwide taxation. And obviously, there are certain different tax breaks that you may get to enjoy when creating a more tax favorable structure while living in Brazil. Now, if you're interested in securing Paraguayan, Panamanian, Brazilian, or Uruguayan residency, please book a consultation with us today. We offer special promos this month in October 2025 where you can purchase our residency programs at a significant discount while still getting full support for your relocation needs. Do you have any questions about living in the countries that we addressed in today's video? If you do, I'd appreciate it if you left a comment below so that I can help you out personally. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I really appreciate you, and I look forward to sharing more with you in the coming videos.